Madam President, I'd like to temporarily defer on S3204 to get to the three amendments that Senator Bertrand has.
The senator from Johnson defers on Amendment 3204. The chair calls up Amendment 3191. The chair recognizes the senator from Woodbury, Senator Bertrand, for opening remarks on 3191.
Good evening, Madam President. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Let's sort through this. So I'm going to ask. I think I just need to ask for a withdrawal of 3191 first, please.
The senator from Woodbury asked to withdraw Amendment 3191. The amendment is withdrawn. Chair now would call up Amendment 3194. The chair recognizes the senator from Woodbury, Senator Bertrand.
Thank you, Madam President. Hey, I was kind of excited about this amendment, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I am going to ask for unanimous consent to withdraw. But real quickly, what this is, if people were looking at it, why people come walk by and say, "Big spender over here." What this is, I think it draws attention to the 20 years of unfunded mandate that's been out there for our police and fire. I talked to LSA and several of my colleagues have been working on this for several months. And when you look at it, if you take the 20 years and the difference that's been out there, it's about $83.1 million. And I think before we can start talking about any type of real reform or any type of way moving forward, which is fair to our police and fire and to the taxpayers, we need to address this problem that's out there right now. But that's a discussion for another day. I think that we're going to make some positive steps moving forward here with 3204. But I would like unanimous consent to withdraw, 3194.
The senator from Woodbury asks for unanimous consent to withdraw Amendment 3194. Are there objections? Hearing none, so ordered. The chair will call up Amendment 3197. The chair recognizes the senator from Woodbury, Senator Bertrand, for opening comments on Amendment 3197.
Thank you again, Madam President. Real quick, before I withdraw this, I want to talk that moving forward, this is a nice bipartisan effort as we move forward. I want to acknowledge some of my colleagues that we've been working with this, Senator Sorensen, Senator Anderson, Senator Shelgren, Senator Segabart, and Senator Schneider. I'm sure I missed somebody, for your efforts signing on to this amendment before we move forward in the process. So I'm going to ask for unanimous consent on 3197 to withdraw.
The senator from Woodbury asks for unanimous consent to withdraw Amendment 3197. Are there objections? Hearing none, so ordered. We will now go back to Amendment 3204. The chair recognizes the senator from Johnson, Senator Dvorsky, for opening comments on Amendment 3204.
Thank you, Madam President. 3204 is a thing of beauty. It's a bipartisan amendment, and it makes sure we fund the 411 at the numbers that were requested. And to get there without breaking our budget, we're funding $9,600,000 out of fiscal 13. That allows us to fund what was requested. And this bipartisan amendment, myself, Senator Bertrand, Senator Danielson, Senator Sorensen.
Is there further discussion on Amendment 3204? The chair recognizes the senator from Woodbury, Senator Bertrand.
Thank you, Madam President. I too want to thank Senator Dvorsky and Senator Danielson, Senator Sorensen for working this bipartisan effort. I know it's one of those bills that we talk a lot about in committee, and we talked a lot about it through the course of the year. But the bigger discussion that I've had over the last 3 years is when some of my Sioux City firemen, Dan Kugel and Trent Gerritsen, and some of those guys came up here and they talked to me in the lobby and talked to me about at times they're being portrayed as a liability to our local governments. And then I go into our chambers and I talk with our governor, our mayor, and the people running our local budgets, and they say, hey, if you guys would just do your job up there and would fund this thing, it would take a lot of pressure off of local property tax owners. And boom, there's where the alarm went off in my head, which was the key word, local property tax owners. At the end of the day, when the state, since 1993, when they put this program in place, has continued to fail to fund this mandate, which I'm not a big fan about mandates, but when you don't fund this one, it gets rolled back to the local property tax owner or a payer. So at the end of the day, what this bill really does, as it we talked about before, it fully funds the 3.79%, which is our obligation. And when you turn that back to the local property tax owner, it does truly dollar for dollar property tax reform. So I'm excited to stand with my Sioux City and my Woodbury County local fire and police. I'm very excited to go back and to call my mayor, Bob Scott, and the people within the chamber and say, guys, I think we worked something out. But the bigger thing is I'm excited to go back and, again, to continue to fulfill my promise to Woodbury County and Sioux City, which is to the local property tax owners. Thank you, Madam President. And, again, I want to thank this for this bipartisan effort.
Is there further discussion on Amendment 3204? Seeing none, the chair recognizes the senator from Johnson, Senator Dvorsky, for closing remarks.
Thank you, Madam President. I rise in support of S3204, good bipartisan amendment. However, this is just one body, and I think we'll probably have to go over to the House and lobby our House members to get this done also, because they have a big say in the standings appropriation too. But this helps our police and fire and our cities that have 411 and helps us all to move forward. So I would move S3204.
The senator from Johnson moves that Amendment 3204 to a record roll call vote has been requested. The secretary will open the voting system and receive your votes. Senator Dearden votes aye. Senator Wilhelm votes aye. Senator Sang votes aye. Senator Zumba votes aye. Has every senator voted? Every senator has voted. The secretary will close the voting system. The secretary will lock the voting system and record your votes. The Senate will pay attention to the result of the roll call vote. Those voting aye, 41. Those voting no, 6. The amendment has been adopted.